of discipline they make statements like you cannot eat ogbolo today and continue eating ogbolo.
Okay,
What
so
do you mean
when
Hi guys, welcome to another interesting section on Youth on the Loose, aka YOLO. And it's still your baby girl, Ihio, and I have with me
Debbie.
And
my name is Manuel.
okay, today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic, dating.
Ooh.
It's something that always draws attention.
Mhm.
And we always like to
Definitely.
talk about. Okay, so today let me open the ground floor. So, where do we talk about when you talk about dating? Definitely, the idea of spec comes in.
Mhm.
So, first off, I'll ask you personally, what's your spec? Then, is it important in dating?
Do I have to talk about my spec or should I just answer?
Okay, whatever you
Do
want
I-
is fine.
I'll talk about my spec. I have good taste. I will not lie. I'm a fine babe. I like fine guys. I am short. You have to be tall.
Okay.
I am hardworking. You have to match that.
Okay, energy for energy.
Do you get? I go to the gym. You have to be going to the gym as well. So if you want great, yes, you have to match the energy. I am not going to ask for what I cannot give. That's, to be honest, that's it. I'm not going to say I want a hardworking man when I am not a hardworking lady myself. I'm not going to say I want a good-looking man when I do not invest in my looks as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like we attract what we are, and it is safe to say that you can have this very high taste whatsoever. You can have this spec if you invest that much time and energy to make yourself look like
That's
What you
fair.
want.
do you get?
Okay.
So yeah, and about it being important, I am going to say yes, because dating will not work if two people are not interested in each other. First, you have to like see yourself and like be attracted to each other.
Okay.
So it will not be a one-sided thing. It's not just about the guy wanting you. It's also about if the guy is the kind of person you want. So spec is everything. And let's not forget that spec is not just about the looks. I'll not lie, the look is secondary.
Yeah.
It's not like the most important
It's
thing.
definitely.
It's secondary. But you know that if you see someone that you actually want to roll with, or someone that looks like what you want to be around, you will know. But that's not like the ultimate reason why I want to be in a relationship. There's like more to it. Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to me here, for specs are important. So I will tell you, to a guy, if you want to date someone, is the person the kind of person you want to sleep with? That's what, anyways. Now that is very where did that come from? But of
Okay.
course, before you want someone, you should want someone you're attracted to. Yeah. Now, when it comes to me personally, as regards spec, I don't quite hold specs that high. More for me, it's more of values. Do we share similar values here? I mean, would your values go against mine? If they go against mine, regardless how you look or how you don't look, it's not going to work out here. Then also, I think for me personally, I would like someone who I can intimidate. I don't mean in that regard.
Intimidate.
Calm down. That's my own.
Explain.
That's my coinage
Okay.
in this respect. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not want a lady who is way taller than I am. A
Oh,
lady I can
why?
just chuck the head into my hand.
We are going to talk about this. That is not
Wait,
what I don't
calm
think that's what
down.
he meant. You please just can you like emphasize on
Okay,
Okay.
someone light on
This is-
intimidating
Yeah.
part, yeah.
Intimidate means this is where my height is.
Okay.
Let the lady not be somewhere around here, but say somewhere around here.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay,
that's good.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
just hold the head and everything, but that's fine. What do you think?
Yeah.
For me,
not bad.
though,
Mhm.
when it comes to spec, I don't take it as the number one
Mm-mm.
thing. Though I must be attracted to you, that one
Yes.
is a must.
Yes.
But for me, I would say your value,
Okay.
your personality.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You must be somebody that's interesting.
Yeah.
Me, I like gist.
Okay.
You must be somebody that's willing to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But let's
Uh,
come back to physical appearance. Please, I beg you in the name of God, you must be tall. If at all you must do anything in this life.
Okay,
Be
who
tall.
are we
Be
leaving
tall.
the short guys for?
I don't know.
Who are we leaving
Why
them
for me? Why
You
I
are,
would
how
say
many feet are you? How tall
I'm
are you?
5.9.
Okay, I think I am around 5'4" 5'4",
Okay.
and I am short,
Yes.
and I want a tall guy, and
Okay.
you are tall.
Because
You want a tall guy also.
first of all, you cannot come and spoil my DNA.
I
I'm
thought-
tall, I'm an AA, so
Okay.
please don't come and spoil
What do you mean?
Yes, don't spoil it for me.
I think, see, I think right now when you write
this
C,
is
you just
not
include
fair.
there.
This is really not. This is not fair.
Wait,
Like
how-
we
okay,
are not. We don't
okay,
sound
wait,
fair.
please, let's all imagine
We don't
this
sound
thing.
fair.
A
What
tall
is going
lady
to happen to the
walking
short
with
guy?
a short guy. There's everything
I
else
thought-
you are
I
going
thought-
to say is her brother.
No,
No,
that is not
no.
true.
In
I
school, we
actually
learned
think,
that.
I think tall
Yeah.
ladies go together, like go very well with short guys.
Look at the picture.
I am
How
telling
does this
you, it makes it.
doesn't-
see,
Did you
it
say
makes-
tall and short guys?
Yes,
Oh,
makes
okay,
so much
that-
sense
that's
to
new.
me.
If
Really?
you are a tall guy and a short lady, that's fine.
Yes, tall guy and
Then-
a short lady, tall lady and a short guy. It actually makes more sense like that.
Okay.
And yeah, and I feel I have friends that are really tall, and
Mhm.
I don't know, they all tend to like guys that they are taller than.
Your friends
it's
are proud,
actually
don't
a
worry.
thing. What?
Your friends are proud.
That is not true.
I'm just joking. That
That is not true. But I think well, I think it's
No,
just
for me, it's a must. Okay,
Mhm.
I will not say it's a must because I've actually dated somebody that I am taller than.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is obvious. It's
Mhm.
glaring to the
Yeah.
eye. Even the blind could see it. I
Mhm.
was taller than him.
And were you in love
Yeah.
with this person or not?
I was in love with this
Eh,
person.
you
That
see-
is
love this
whether we like it or
But-
not.
But it always came to my mind in everything that
Mhm.
You cannot
always-
end up with this person. You
Yeah,
cannot get married to
not
this person.
not because he was short. There were
That
other
is it.
reasons.
I see whether
They
we
were
like my point.
But I
here.
really didn't like it. I hated that fact.
But
anytime
you
that
never
he was short.
made it seem like you were not going to get married to him because he was short.
Yes.
Let me ask you guys
But
something here.
right now,
Yeah.
and that is a long time, and within that space, I have grown.
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten to know new things and all. This person doesn't fit into the better part of my life right now. But
Because of his height.
no, not because of his height. But notwithstanding, right now,
Mm-hmm.
I can't date somebody that I am taller than.
Wait.
Let me ask you
we
guys
like-
something.
okay,
When
okay.
it comes to, I mean, let's leave this whole hype in somewhere.
Mhm.
Why do people really date? I mean, why would you date someone? Why would you date someone? Why should I date someone?
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
why I would date someone, like I said, first it depends on your personality. I don't think I've actually dated someone that I've not been friends with over a period of time, even if it has to be for a couple of maybe 6 months or so. I must, as in we must have a level of friendship.
Sure,
for
but
me
do you
to-
date for fun or just, you're heading towards somewhere like
I don't
marriage?
think I've ever dated for fun.
They've all been
or
towards marriage.
To say I dated because let's just see how it goes.
Why
Okay.
not? Why
So-
are you,
so you
are you
dated-
so
dated for
boring?
marriage,
Do
yeah?
you-
No,
But did you
I mean,
date for
I
marriage?
date
Yes
for
or
fun
no?
every time.
I don't
I
think
want to enjoy
I don't think that part
whatever
of my
it
life.
is.
I don't think
see-
that part of my life to me is separate, and I cannot just because okay, we're coming to the
Separate.
Did
look, we're coming
you
to the part
did
of
you
sex. I
date
cannot
for
just
marriage? The
have
question here.
sex with anybody.
Okay,
Did
this
you
is-
date
this
for
is-
marriage?
No,
Yes or
about,
no?
about the sex part.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody is different. Some people have sex to have fun. I have sex to enjoy sex, have fun. Doesn't mean that I want to like have sex with anybody. They have to be a level of attraction, a level of intimacy, understanding whatsoever. But it is for the fun of it. I think that's like one of the reasons why sex was made. I mean, if I'm going to fornicate, because no matter how you want to put it,
It's
no matter how you want to put it, fornication
Yes,
is fornication.
it's
So if
fornication.
I am going to sin, I am
and
going
the
to
fornication
enjoy that
has to be
sin.
what it.
Yes, I am going to enjoy it. So it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with being. There's nothing sacred about premarital sex. So if you are telling me that you are dating people because you want, because that part of your life is sacred and you're not married to the person and you don't have any intention of keeping it a holy relationship till you get married to have sex, it doesn't make any sense. You are dating and you're having sex and there's nothing sacred about it.
Okay, so when it
To
comes
be
to dating
honest-
here, when it comes to dating, what should be or not be in the whole time frame?
Okay, I don't think there's any rule to this whole dating scenario thing. There's really no.
There's not really
there's-
rule to
mhm.
dating.
Like
So
people
you can
date
do
for
whatever
what-
you feel like doing.
Exactly.
As far as it is in agreement between the both of you.
Yes.
So when it comes to saying if there is a rule to relationship, to dating, I don't think there's a rule because, like we normally hear, variety is the best of life.
Yeah.
People are different and entitled to their own opinion. You hear people say they're in open relationships whereby they have multiple sex partners and they do whatever they like. So I do not think that there is a rule when it comes to dating.
Yeah, you mentioned about something. I mean, the whole specs and everything. Yeah, but let's shake this table a bit. So there's this issue of when it comes to table, what do you bring to the table and all of those things.
Hmm.
I mean, some ladies might say that, see, I am the table here.
I am the table.
Okay,
What do
so-
I bring the table to you. I am the table. I am.
What
I
if you
am
bring the
the
table and the
table.
table is left empty? What happens?
I am
then?
not empty.
Not-
I am not.
For me,
So
I
you
am
are
not.
the table.
I am filled with values.
Okay.
With there's so much about me that
Mhm.
if you have me in your life, you you are one lucky.
Okay, so see, I
mother.
have you in my life right now. What would I enjoy from you?
Are you kidding me? There's so much.
Like-
I am supportive mentally, emotionally, physically.
True.
I am very empathetic. I can hold a very good conversation. The list goes on and on and on, and I am sure about this. I know I have. There's just so much value. There's so much I am bringing to. There is so much on this table because I am the table.
I
So
even
the
feel-
question most time for me is, what are you bringing to the table?
Okay, this topic of what you bring to the table, it just started recently. If you come to look at it, consciously or unconsciously, it has always been there.
Yeah.
It's just that it's a very unnecessary question. People just started asking themselves.
I don't think
to
anybody
show
asked.
maturity.
I don't think anybody asked
Exactly.
anyone
I
what
don't
you bring
feel
to the
you should
table.
ask somebody
I don't
what
see
you
a
bring
guy.
to the
I don't see
table.
a guy or a lady asking. I don't see anybody asking
Asking
anyone
for
out and like asking you what you are bringing to the table.
Not in every
Nobody
case, you
nobody
know.
does that ever.
Okay, so let's
I don't think
break
anybody
this down. When it
has.
comes to business, I won't go into business with you if I don't know what to bring to the table.
That's
but
different. That's
one.
business. This is a relationship.
That is meant to be fun. People place
No, exactly.
emphasis
No,
on
it's supposed to
on
be a
relationship.
place of
It
relaxation.
is supposed to be
It is-
fun.
it
I want
is.
a relationship
It
to be
is.
a safe space. I am not trying.
When
We
you're-
can be business partners.
Yes.
Yeah, we can be business partners. We can be so much more aside dating. But it should be a safe space.
Exactly.
I don't want
When
to be
It
in a
should be,
relationship.
but this comes
Yeah,
up.
I have to
everything.
hold
I
my
don't
game
want
or
to be
I have to
pressured.
be.
I want to be
True.
in a relationship.
This is
where
very,
I
very
can-
true. This is very,
I can
very
be
true. Yeah.
comfortably sad. I can be when I'm depressed. I
Mhm.
want you to see that okay, I am depressed. I'm not feeling good.
Yes.
When I have to cry, I want to comfortably cry.
This
I want
is
a relationship to be my safe space. When I want to run away from the world, I want to be able to run into my relationship.
this is
So
very, very fine. But I think the whole thing, like it stems up from here. The fact that guys nowadays feel this sort of pressure. I mean, do this, do that. So it's more like there's plenty of
guys or girls,
responsibility.
like who
Guys, I
who
mean,
have more pressure
The truth
to
is
bring
that,
something to the table.
It is-
Every guy wants to perform. Everybody, in fact, everybody in the society wants to see.
based on
women
how
as
we are,
people
based on
that do
how
not
our
have
minds have been
enough thing that
framed.
they are offering or enough value that they are bringing into a
True.
relationship.
Based on how our minds
That
have been
question
framed
is
from
usually
society.
thrown at the women, not even the guys.
Should be heard.
Yeah.
The pressure is on both gender.
Is
I just
it?
feel that it's on both gender. Like I said earlier, relationship is all about your own opinion or
Okay.
what works best for you.
Yeah,
Based
what you
on
make it.
we said that there is no rule to it.
Mhm.
It's based on whatever works for you. You have male friends that they can complain to you about, oh, this is what my girlfriend is constantly doing that I am not happy about,
Yeah.
or she's always demanding, or
Mhm.
she's this, or
Yes,
she's that.
yes.
You also have female friends that will say, my boyfriend is this,
Yeah.
is that, is that. So the pressure is from both sides. Just because we hear from a particular gender all the time doesn't mean that there is no pressure from the other
Okay,
side.
can I say
There's
something
pressure
real
from
quick?
both sides.
Whether we like it or not, love in itself, love as a word, as a feeling, is a very, very transactional emotion. You cannot love anybody unconditionally. You are not Jesus Christ.
Yes, obviously.
You can't.
Obviously.
The only person you will
We
love
just make it
unconditionally
seem so.
in our lifetime will be our kids and our parents,
It's even-
or then maybe our siblings. We
Shaky.
cannot love anybody, and it's even shaky. Thank you.
Yeah,
you
it's
cannot.
shaking.
You cannot consistently show love to a family member that abuses you, abuse like that treats you like
Honestly.
trash, talks down on you, make you feel like shit. There's no way you love that kind of family member. So love is transactional. It's about what you give me and what I give you. So that's it. Nobody's loving anybody unconditionally. So it is okay for people to have high expectations, low expectations, high demands, low demands, whatsoever. It is totally fine, because if I am not, if you don't see me as someone who is compatible with you, you will not be with me. If you don't like maybe how I make you feel, or the kind of conversation I hold with you, or how I like cheer you up and all of that, you will not be with me. So everything is transactional. No matter how much
We
people try to like
paint it and
that
all
love
that.
is not transactional.
Yeah,
It doesn't have
it
to be
is,
about
it
money,
is.
but it's basically two people
Sure.
buying and
Talking
selling
about
each
love,
other.
yeah, I ask people this question. I mean, almost every time.
Mhm.
I ask guys, and I ask ladies also. For me, if you ask me a question like, "What do I think a guy like me would want from a lady?" I would say one, understanding the fact that you should not stress my life. And what is stress? Stress is just to make me overthink. So if I were to ask you and to ask you what you think every girl or maybe even you would want from a guy, what would that be? See, let's from
Okay.
you first.
Firstly, I'm not the type of person that will always put finance because
Okay.
I've always been the type of person that looks out for myself
Mm-hmm.
even before you look out for me.
Okay.
That is a bonus. If you have it in abundance, fine. If you do not have it in abundance, it's something that we can always strive
Mm-hmm.
to go better for. But I think the best part of what I want in a spouse is somebody that's my safe space. I'm somebody that I see I don't think there's anything I love more than gisting. I want somebody that I am comfortable with. I can tell you anything. I don't have to be biased about
Mm-hmm.
my feeling
Yeah.
or what I need to tell you or I need to sometimes ladies always say something like you dey tell your boyfriend this kind thing or you are telling you people discuss about something like that. I don't want that. I love a relationship where there are no barriers. I don't have to hold what I say
Mm-hmm.
or I don't have to say what will he think. I don't like things like that whereby I have to think about it before I tell you. That is one.
Okay.
Then I want to I desire and love somebody that's understanding, somebody that's very sociable. I'm not so much of a social person, but I would want to be with a social butterfly, somebody that can motivate me to go out
Okay.
of my safe space.
Mm-hmm.
And I want somebody that encourages me to do better. You can sit down and critically criticize me when I do bad. You tell me, this one, it does
Yeah.
not.
Do it this way, do
Yes,
it that
it is
way.
better you do. Someone that will encourage me to do better and be a better version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody that I would want,
Okay.
definitely.
So how
Awesome,
about you?
like
Who's the ideal guy for you?
okay, because I am someone that has
Yeah.
learned how to I've learned how to enjoy my space, my
Myself,
time,
yeah.
my being alone.
Alone.
I don't have a problem with being by myself. And I've also learned how to provide for myself.
Myself,
That's
yeah.
that's like that's not a plus. That's not anything. I feel like every human being, male or female, we should
Yeah.
be able to live
Yeah.
independently
Yeah.
from
Of
every
others.
other person.
Yeah.
Provide for
So
yourself.
provide for yourself. So relationship should not be like a place
It's
where
a
you
plus.
think
That is a plus.
you want to make money from whatsoever. It shouldn't be. But for me, it
Mhm.
is important that you have to an extent
Yeah.
to be able to support me at this point of my life,
Support. How do you mean support?
financially, mentally,
Yeah.
spiritually. Like you should just be able to. I cannot be with someone I wouldn't say who's kind of struggling to. I can't, because I have struggled. I am
Yeah.
not there yet. I am still struggling. So my kind of person now, I think I want someone who has more than me, who
Okay.
is better than me, who will be able to support me. That's I don't.
You must not be.
I'm not saying.
But you must be better.
Yeah,
than
you just
me.
have to be better than me. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the point where I'm in right now. And
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people want to argue about that. Why can't you struggle with somebody? Why can't you?
Mm-hmm.
I am down for
I even want to ask you
supporting.
question right now, but I think
I am-
I'll just
I
pass.
am
Yeah, I was
down.
going to ask that question.
I am down to support you
Yeah.
when you are down. I am down to uplift you. I am down to cheer you. I am down. But at this very point of my life, there should be something that you have more than me, that you can offer me
Okay.
more
with
than
what you just said.
Yeah.
now, are you going to say that because we get to hear this often at times that women are more more dependent on men than men are dependent on women, and in this part of the world they say that women most times women get into relationship from what they can gain from the guy, and most of the times women are in relationship to gain. So what's your own opinion?
Okay, first off, I am a young person and I wouldn't even say I've explored as much as I would want to explore, but I have been on both sides of the table. I have been in a situation where I was the person supporting the guy financially, and that wasn't a problem. I feel like love does not It
Because
doesn't. It
of
doesn't make you. I don't know the word, but love doesn't
Reasonable.
give like it doesn't mean you're unreasonable.
Yeah.
Actually, love allows you to support people that you love. I've been in a relationship where I didn't gain anything financially from him. Instead, he was taking away from me. Like, I would not say taking away because I was giving you I
Out
love
of
you,
love,
so
yeah.
out of love I am supporting you. I know that you do not have at this point,
yes.
and I have, so take and do what you want to do. So when people say that women are always going for guys that have money or they're always on the demanding part, I tend to argue. Maybe you have not loved someone that I don't have, but I have loved someone that I was earning more than, and I was very, very supportive. I didn't see it as anything. That was not it. I didn't use that as a means to disrespect him or love him less.
Yes.
And I've also been in relationships where he had more than me and he was really supporting me financially. So I think it's just all about the support, understanding, and what you
Yeah.
want at every point of your life.
Yes.
And like I said, at this point, you have to just have
Mhm.
more to like support me more, because I feel like I am too down to want to be with someone
Who is
that
like
is
you
below
are.
me.
Yeah. So about this, I'll say something here. So if you're going to love someone, be it a guy or a girl, be it you being a guy or a girl, it's
Mhm.
simple. Don't be a burden to the person you're going to be with if you're a guy. And if you're a lady also, don't be a burden to anyone, because trust me, everyone has what they're going through. Everyone has responsibility that they're going through actually.
Yeah.
And you can't expect someone to just, come out from nowhere and then take everything on themselves.
Yes.
Aside the fact that you also
And
need to
that
be
is
productive
why-
on your own end also.
Yeah.
I mean, being productive shows that, okay, see, this is where I am, this is who I am. I'm
Mhm.
not being lazy.
Yeah.
However, I have this and I am willing to improve on myself and all of those things.
Yes.
I
Yes.
saw something on Twitter some time ago. The person made a list of things to do before marriage. Check the DNA, the financial aspect, the mental
Yes.
aspect, and on that it was like love is looking at you go like, what is happening here? So I feel that it's even in this part of the world
Yeah.
that we focus a lot on finance. In the Western world, you just see people that they just meet themselves, they love themselves, and they just go with the flow. But in this part of the world, we look at the DNA, we look at the blood
No, in
sample.
every
we look at
DNA, DNA
the
comes.
DNA,
DNA comes.
everything.
DNA comes from
we look at
insecurity.
everything.
Like if you think your partner is cheating or whatsoever, that's when DNA.
There was this trend a couple of
That's
days
like
back,
when you have
fear women
kids,
trend.
right?
Yes.
Well,
Okay, I want to ask this question. What is your deal breaker? Because you hear sometimes women will say, I can't deal with a man that cheats. Some will say, I can't deal with someone that can't give me 100% attention. Some will say, I can't deal with someone that has to travel all the time. So what are your deal breakers?
For me, it's quite simple. I would not like to be with someone who is dishonest to me, because trust me, if I'm going to be with you, I have one thing in mind, that everything I'm doing is for you, with you, and just that kind of thing. So I will not expect that me being myself and being honest to you, being open to you, giving out my all to you, and in return you're being dishonest. At least, not dishonesty.
Is that your topmost deal breaker?
That's a major one. Trust me.
Okay. What's yours?
Mine will be cheating. I can deal with
Talk
every
local,
other
talk
thing.
local.
I can deal with every travel. Oh,
Okay.
You can travel the world. In fact,
Don't
stay here.
don't give me 100% of your attention. Don't give it to me. Give it to work, make money, and come back to me. Don't give me 100% of your attention, because I also want to use my time to like do some things like work, invest
Yeah.
like in myself,
When
learn
the
new
relationship
skills
is
and all of
to
that.
improve ourselves
Yes,
and do
I
better.
don't want you to give me 100% of your time,
Yes.
but do not cheat. If I feel like if you have any reason to cheat, then you don't need to be here. Why are you here?
Okay,
If you
talking
want
about
someone
cheating,
else,
why do you think men cheat, for example?
I
Why do we? Oh no, let me ask you. Why do men cheat?
I feel it's lack of
I
discipline.
don't
No.
I feel it's,
Okay.
I feel
part
For
of
me,
it.
I don't
they
think
make,
so.
They make
It's
statements
part
like
of it.
it's lack of discipline
It
because
is.
they make statements like you cannot eat ogbolo today and continue eating ogbolo.
Okay,
What
so
do you mean by that?
when you say they,
Does that make sense?
they doesn't mean every man out there.
No,
first of all,
majority,
Okay.
please.
Let's face the fact.
Majority.
Of men cheat.
At some point, see,
And a lot of women like it.
A
Who do
lot
they
of
cheat with?
just
women.
enjoy it. They tolerate
You know
it.
the
Not that they
annoying
don't
part.
like it. They
Okay.
just
You know the
tolerate
annoying
it.
part. A lot of women
Yes.
now believe
That
that
every
every
men
man.
cheat.
Why?
which is not fact.
It
Trust
is
me.
not, but a lot of men cheat.
Talking about
How
it here.
many men do not cheat? That's what the question should be.
If a lot of
How many men do not?
if a lot of men cheat, who do they cheat with? With spirits or with hope?
women.
With women,
Okay.
but are you going to blame? Okay, are you going to blame the women that they are cheating on?
I would
Because,
say
like,
this.
I
I would
say
say
these things.
people
Sorry, hold
cheat,
on.
not the
I
man
say-
or the woman.
I see a lot
People
of
cheat,
trends,
not
Yes.
the man or the woman.
I would say so.
I mean, if you cheat on me, should I go and fight the girl you cheated
God
with?
bless you. I see a lot
Is
of
the
trends.
girl a
You
man?
cheated with.
Is
What
the girl a man or a lady?
Are you kidding me? Are you supposed to be faithful to me or to the girl?
Okay, so why would I cheat on the first place? Now I'll give you a couple of reasons. Now, one reason why men cheat is because they feel like they're not getting enough, which is not really enough.
getting
enough,
Wait, hold on.
leave.
In some way, calm down now. In some way, what happened?
You don't have to make a
Leave.
point. If you're not getting enough attention, you're not getting enough sex, you're not getting enough food,
If
you're not getting
Leave.
enough.
if you would starve me, why should I stay with you if you starve me?
You leave.
Starve
Don't
you.
cheat.
You
Wait,
know, if you
wait.
would starve me
If
of
somebody's not giving
affection,
me enough
of
of what I
everything,
want,
why would I
I
be
will
with
leave.
him?
Wait. I want to say something.
Manage
I want
the
to say
situation.
something.
I will tell you outrightly. Before I would leave, I would make it point blank to you
Okay.
that I don't like what is happening.
Mhm.
You are not giving me enough attention. I don't like this. I don't like this. If I see that there are no changes, I
Yeah.
would leave. I would
Exactly.
cheat. So why tell me?
I hold
Why
on to
tell me
this, yeah.
because okay you are married or you've been married for 10 years and your wife suddenly because she gave birth or something
Yeah,
something.
No,
she's
that's
out.
that's entirely
no,
absurd.
yes.
Yeah.
People do
part
that.
of it.
A lot
It
of
is
men
part
do
of it.
that.
You
A
will
lot
not
of
tell me
men
that
do that.
That's the
They
reason
have
you are
wives
cheating.
at home.
That is absurd.
And then
Trust me,
they're
that's
cheating like
absurd.
younger
The truth is
ladies.
that I have not heard of a story that you left your wife and they killed you because you left her.
I think it is time
simple.
in this part of the world. It is time for us to start making it normal to leave your marriage. If it's no longer serving you, pack your
Leave.
load and go.
If your relationship
Male or
or anything,
female,
you leave.
marriage or relationship, divorce, go, leave the person
I'm
alone.
not seeing anybody that
Leave the person
they brought
alone.
out
There
and
is
they
really-
killed the person for
Be-
divorcing
like-
his or her spouse. So
If it
why
is no
make
longer serving
another
you, go
person
away.
go through so much pain and trauma because you feel that you can do it? And I've come to discover that a lot
It
of
is
women
solely lack
Yeah.
of discipline,
they don't-
man.
it's not like
Trust
they
me,
accept
I would disagree
it.
with you there.
Why? Okay,
Like,
what is
if
the
you're,
reason?
if you're saying
What
that,
is the
yeah,
reason?
now there are different reasons why a man would cheat
Let
on
me
his
know.
partner.
What are the reasons? Please,
Okay.
I want to.
So
want
I hold on to this
understand you.
idea of
Okay.
things that a man would not go out unless he's chased out, maybe directly or indirectly.
This is
By his
I don't
partner.
I don't wait, please. I want you to throw more light. When you mean he's directly or indirectly chased out by his partner, how?
Okay.
Because sorry, before you continue, because there are times whereby the man is so focused on work.
Okay.
Women, the truth is that women actually even give more in terms of relationship than a man. They give their life, they give their name, they give their body, they give their
that is
time,
when
they
they
give every single
So-
thing. So the man gives little.
The man gives little.
Yes, he gives little.
The man gives his
Most of the
life,
time, what
his
part of his
energy.
life? What part of his
Okay,
life
so
does he give?
take a
The
survey.
majority of things that
Take
a
a
man
survey
gives is
right
his
now.
finance.
Take
What
a
part of his
survey
life
right
does he
now.
give?
Take a survey right now. Ask 100 ladies their 5-year plan after school. You mostly hear get married.
Yes,
Get
and I
married.
would back that
Get
up
married.
because naturally women are nurturers. It is their
If
being,
you're
it is their
nurturing, I am
essence.
providing for you to nurture.
You will hardly
So it's
see a guy.
it's a balanced
No,
thing.
no.
Wait,
You
when you
hardly
mean
see a
providing,
guy
it
that-
is 2023. Women are providers too.
Are you saying?
Let us not dispute that fact.
Okay,
Women
that is
are providing.
Do you know that recently I was talking with someone
Mhm.
and she said that it is because it is not spoken so much.
yes.
But the truth is that in most Nigerian homes, I'm not using outside the world because I've not been there.
Yeah.
I'm talking from where I grew up in, within our own environment.
Yeah.
The majority of homes, women run it, even in the finance. But they
I
don't
agree.
They don't talk about
I
it. You
agree.
don't
I
get
agree
to
with this.
hear them.
Anyway.
I
I
agree.
agree.
So
I agree.
what exactly
So
is the
what
man
is
bringing?
the
But
point?
trust me,
What
I
is-
mean,
what is-
there's
what
this
is
whole
the
talk
point?
where you can't do without the father in the home for some
Fine.
reasons.
Yeah,
I mean, say train up a child. I'll give an example. Although I came from a home where I would not really say that, yeah. But take for example, say it just a general random survey. A child who grows in a home with the father there, a child who grows in a home without the father. there most times will be some sort of
This is
difference.
another conversation
This
for
is another
another
conversation.
day.
But
Of course,
I'm
but
just
then,
talking-
but then
this is
you're.
another conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to scratch the surface.
Mhm.
Fine. There are differences. We are not going to lie. Both parents need to be present in nature. There's a significant role they play,
Yes.
and there's an influence they have over the child. But notwithstanding, the truth is that a child will do good or bad with or without a particular
I
parent.
disagree.
I feel so.
I
would
disagree.
give a very
I
bold,
disagree as well.
I would give
Okay,
a
that
very
makes
bold
us two.
example because
Yes.
I have a family friend
Mhm.
of 4 children. Their dad died when they were really young.
Yeah.
That
But
is different
They
from
are
separation.
no. I'm talking about death. I'm not talking about separation because
Yeah.
separation, we all know that it has its trauma it
Mhm.
brings to the children. Take it or leave it. They have to go through a phase of their life that they really sometimes don't even talk about so much.
Yeah, knowing
But
that their parents
the
just
truth-
couldn't work out.
Of
Yes,
course.
exactly. But my point here is that let's use death as an example.
Yeah.
The children can actually strive if maybe the father or the mother is a very strong character in their life. They
Mhm.
can strive. But for separation, they can still strive. They will strive, but they will just grow up with some impressions and with some kind of mentality that might not really be right.
Okay, so let me take this away from the whole family and everything.
Yeah,
Let's bring
please.
this back to age.
To
Would you
dating
date
and
a guy
marriage.
who you are, for example, I mean, it's just common, not like common sense, but what's now acceptable or common in society that as a guy, you get a lady who you're older than.
Okay.
Although, for me, I believe I can date a lady who is older than me by 1 year, by 2 years, by 3 years,
Okay.
even up to 4 years.
Okay.
But when it comes to you, can you even date a guy that you are older than, say, by 6 years, for example?
Personally,
Mhm.
this
Okay.
thing when they say age is not a number,
Yeah.
to me it's a number.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. I can't date somebody that I'm older than,
By how many years?
even if it's by 1 day.
What is your reason?
I can't date somebody
What is your reason for
because
dating?
the one that I am older than, that is older than me,
Yes.
that is even 5 years older, I'm struggling to come to terms because me, I am a very, how do I say it? I am a very strong person. Like I'm very, very strong.
You mean
I've-
strong like stubborn or strong like
not
strong?
apart from even being stubborn. Yes, I'm stubborn. I will not say I'm not stubborn. I'm
Okay.
stubborn. But apart from that, I'm a very strong person. I grew up doing things by myself. Like I've had to do literally everything by myself.
Mhm.
So it is a phase for me accepting that a man can do something for you.
Okay.
So me going with somebody that's older than me, I'm even struggling to accept that you are the head.
What if he lied to you about the whole age thing?
That's a different thing.
And
If
you
you
get to
like,
know
if
later
I
on.
even if I'm married and I get to know, I will leave because
You will
that
leave?
yes, because
Okay.
that marriage started on a
A
bed
lie.
of deceit.
Yeah, true.
Well,
Be it anything, it started on
Yeah.
a bed of deceit.
Why is that
and
about this?
And I will not be ashamed to say it that I left
So
because it was based on deceit.
for me right now, meeting a lady, I conceal my age most times. Why? Because I want to relate with you based on who you are, how you are, and what you really are. And I feel that at times age might cover all of those things. So I tend to just, mask the age somewhere, not bother about age, until I get to know you in person. Then when you feel like you want to know how old I really am, I'll let you know. But I'll make sure that age doesn't quite
For
dictate
me,
how we relate to each
I
other.
don't know how you guys, I don't know how your whole relationship process goes.
Yeah.
But there are questions that I ask
Like, how old are you?
even before we start dating.
Like,
I
how old
think
are you? Abi?
I'm not going to put it, how old are you?
Okay.
But I feel conversations will lead to
Okay, I think
When you
I think I
finish
don't
secondary
know. You
school?
guys are placing too much too much seriousness on dating. It is dating. I don't even know. I'm not sure if you are actually the kind of person I want to get married to. So when I meet a guy first, I want to understand the kind of person that you are. Are you fun to be with? Are you accommodating?
Yeah.
Are you can you be my comfort zone? I really do not care. I mean, I do not care about age outrightly. I just want someone that's like smart enough to hold conversations with me, someone that is psychologically strong to handle me because I know that I am a force on my own. So I don't really see age as such a big deal because I do not go into relationship thinking, okay, we're going to get married.
So
Like, it's always-
why do you
So
go into
it
one
was
then?
your
Always-
reason for going into a relationship?
Are you
Okay,
trying out the
and
waters
then
and all of those
I
things?
want to get
and then
I-
at what point of your life do you think, okay, you are now going to get into
relationship for marriage? I feel like there's just so much expectations, and that's why most relationship does not even work.
But
Like,
if
why are you expecting and expecting and expecting and expecting so much? How about just going into the relationship for the fun of having a partner, for the fun of having a comfort zone, for the fun of having someone that you can always run to, for the fun of being friends with this person, and then whatever happens afterwards, if it's what you want, it is fine. But setting goals like getting married as the ultimate of being in a relationship is absurd to me.
How about when the whole age thing comes? For example, say a lady who is around 29 years old, 30, 35 years.
okay.
So do you think that would change for her? Would you think she want to date around 35 years for a lady? I mean, a random lady. Do you think they want to date for marriage?
I want to cut you short
Yeah.
there. Looking at what you said, that you do not date because you want to get married and for the fun of it and all that. Let's even remove the fact that, let's even remove for the fun of it or putting standards. Human beings, we tend to abuse our privileges, we tend to abuse our rights, and we tend to abuse everything around it. You not putting, I feel personally, because it's a personal opinion, what works for her won't work for me. I feel that personally, you not putting some kind of standards or goals or some type of requirements when dating somebody brings room for a lot of unwanted circumstances, because we as human beings, we tend to abuse our power.
That is where the expectation
abuse.
comes in, and then when you have too much
as
expectation
human
of,
beings,
of
we
this
are-
thing,
we
you
are
start to, like,
selfish
act
people.
somehow
We
in
are-
a relationship.
Take it or leave
That's
it.
when that's what
Even
brings
if you
about
say-
pressure. Like,
No, even if you say you are going into a relationship and you are going into it for the fun of it, take it or leave it. We are selfish people. Humans are selfish. We are known to be very self-centered. There must be a reason you are going into that relationship.
to have the
fun.
fun, to have fun, to travel together, to have
what if
businesses
your
together.
own-
There's
your
just
own
so much we
partner
can do together.
It's not going into the fun of it.
outside
I
marriage.
get your point.
There's
also.
so much we can do with relationship aside having the intention of, okay, what if this person is not, what if 5 months down the relationship you get to find out that, okay, nah, this is not the kind of person I think I want to end up with. We change as human beings, whether we like it or not. There's so much changes get to occur in our life in the space of just 1 year. So imagine meeting somebody in 1 year and you guys are going from exploring this side of you, exploring this part of your life, and you think, okay, at this point, this is the kind of person I want, and then down 6 months you're realizing that no, this is not the kind of life I want, and this is not the kind of man I want. Do you ever think of that?
I get your point. But I think that for me, I am a very deep thinker. I think a lot about a lot of things. And I will not say I take life very seriously, but I take life seriously. I feel that there is a time or a age restriction to that kind of decision, whereby you say, okay,
Why? Who make
Now,
where
there's
did
a
the
fact
rule come
that
from?
not all
Age
you should not listen to
restriction.
marriage. Yeah,
Are you kidding me right now?
I understand that. I mean, not
No.
everyone dates to get married.
There is no rules to this thing.
Based
I feel
on-
like
based on society, for
pressure
example.
ourselves. Exactly, society.
Even
We
parents
always-
too, you know.
Do you live your? Will you keep living your life for your parents?
They want grandchildren. We're kind of
Will you
loud.
keep living your life for your parents?
That's not even an argument.
Will you keep living your life for your parents?
I personally can
You have to
say,
live for yourself
I
first.
personally can say I want to get married at maybe 28, and I don't want to have kids till I'm like 35. It's my personal decision.
Of course.
If you
Right?
come to my house and tell me you want grandchildren, go and adopt.
Do you
Or
get?
get pregnant and have your children.
Period.
Leave my house. I do not want
Period.
In
children.
case they're in case you're Ihio's mother and father out there.
It's something I can do.
Okay, yeah. This is fine, trust me.
You can't pressure me to
Exactly.
get
I am not
married.
going to do anything based on
On
societal
some-
standards.
yes.
Never.
Okay, so I
will
have
always
this-
do something because it's something that I want to do.
Yeah.
It's something I feel the need to do.
To do.
Like we all, as a Nigerian girl,
I
we all know
understand her own
we
point
all
of
know the
view.
pressure from when you're like 20.
Yes.
The pressure just start hitting in. Marriage.
Yeah, I've had a
marriage.
lot of people-
Personally,
a lot of people say-
my dad will always like want to bring this conversation up. Marriage what? How old am I? What have I achieved? I've not lived my life.
Okay,
What are you
let me use this example.
saying?
My sister was telling me some days ago
Can you
that
leave me
her
alone? Can I
friend,
breathe?
this is somebody that just, I think she should be turning 19 or so. Her mom is telling her, she's graduating this year, and her mom is telling her, don't come back to my house. From school, you are going to your husband's house.
Why? What
That can be
that? That is
Definitely,
the
if I'm
pressure
that
is
person,
too much.
I will not
It
come
is
back to
not
your house,
fair.
obviously, but I'm not going to
It
my
is
husband's
really
house.
not fair.
Because
The way
if I am
society.
not psychologically ready and
Yeah.
financially ready to get married,
I
because
mean, you shouldn't be someone
trust
else's
me,
body.
you have no idea how marriage and childbirth is going to change your life.
It will.
I've
From
seen,
the
I've
body
seen
to
it. You cannot
psychology
I've
to
seen
everything.
it. You can't even phantom how much is going to change your life.
Oh my
So,
God.
I don't feel that you should pressure
Anybody
into getting married.
I would never be
In as much
pressured.
as I understand her point where
Yeah.
she is saying that you should not go into it because you have to get married, or that is her personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I feel
And that's how I
that
live my life.
you must have a reason. Me, I don't just do things out of the blue. I have reasons for dating this person,
Yes.
and I must see something in you before I date you. I cannot just, because we are just vibing.
Yeah.
We have vibes. We'll not be dating. No, I can't, because I take my relationship with people. I take it personal, because you are my guy. When I mean you are my guy. I've always had a part of me that wished I remained with this person, or I did this with this person. So I understand her opinion, but for me, I don't think I would just go into any relationship for the fun of it.
I will. And I will again. And I do every time.
Enjoy, yeah.
Okay, let's look at there's this whole thing of friends with benefits, and what is your own idea or your own take on it? And do you think that friends with benefits can actually lead to a strong marriage and relationship? Can it lead to something?
If you ask me, I feel yes, it can
important?
actually.
Yes, first of all, I am a fan of anything that works for you. Do it. That's who I am. If I meet, I don't know, I don't know what to expect until I meet like the person. So I would not say I am totally not in for being friends with benefits. I would not say that, but I know that I am a lover girl and I like to be in love with like one person. I want it to be about,
I'm a sucker for
like
love,
one,
actually.
exactly. So I am so into know what you want. If you want me, know that you want me. So I don't really care about being your friend and then benefit, because that way you get to like mess around with other people and stuff like. I don't care about stuff like that. I don't want it for myself. But then if it works for you, go for it. If friends with benefit works for you, go for it. Like go for it. And again, there is no rule book. There's no guidelines. There's nothing to relationship and marriage. You would think that the people that have the best marriage are the people that actually follow through these societal standards and then get married and then do. They don't have the best marriage, in my opinion, because most of them, they just come out and like show off this whole happy marriage.
You don't know
thing.
what's going on in their
exactly.
You don't know.
But if you have the mindset that you are going to live your life outside whatever, man, fuck societal standard. I don't care. To be honest, I do not care about any societal standard. None of them. I don't care about any of it. I am a fan of living my life the way I want. I have values. I respect my values. I respect myself. I have to be disciplined, because I believe that without discipline in your life as a human being, you're literally nobody. You can never get anything done. You need to be disciplined to be.
So talking about this, I would say is when it comes to friends with benefits, it's simple. Know what you're doing. I mean, if you're saying we're doing this for this kind of time, or we're doing this, I mean, being friends with benefits, that's fine. But don't come back tomorrow and say I want something more than this.
For me, I think friends with benefits, it's a welcome idea. It all depends on what
the
you
person.
want.
Yeah, you would not actually know.
There was a point in my life where I was just like, I beg, this relationship I not do. I just want friends with benefit, so that I am not entitled to you. I don't have to report my every move to you. But report, no, like when I mean
some people
report,
can be that.
Like, if you come to look at dating in a way, you have to be accountable for some certain things. So that's when I mean by report, not basically
your every move. You just call the person and everything.
But when you are dating somebody, you have to be accountable to a lot of things. So for me, friends with benefits, If it works for you, fine.
Fine.
But I want to ask a question based on this friends with benefit. Most of times, people often say that at the end of the day, they catch feelings. Is it true, or it's just something that is by the way?
So the thing is here, if you're going to share your body with someone, there's a tendency that you catch feelings too. Feelings can begin from just someone being around you. Just you're seeing the person every day, that it could begin from there. Or you like how a person does this thing. Not to mention you're with someone, you lie together, do everything together, and have no titles. I mean, feelings can be there definitely. Unless you just want the benefits and strictly nothing more. For example, say for someone who is married and say they want to have friends with benefit someone else. I mean, you can't quite see that there will really be so much of feelings there, but more of a benefit. But regardless, for people who are not married, feelings, yeah, very, very possible.
Right. Okay, I talking to somebody every time. The fact that I have to be friends with you, I'm talking with you, I'm telling you how my day goes. Like
Everything.
there is a huge tendency that you fall in love. Like the feelings will come. Yes,
Okay.
it will come. So for somebody like me, that if I see that okay, you are not someone that I might actually want to have that kind of thing with, and I notice that okay, because I'm talking to you consistently and I've started feeling certain, I will just I'll ghost.
Okay.
I'll not lie.
I have this question concerning, because with the way technology is advancing and new trends and everything,
Yeah.
the bisexual trend has come. It's something that is gradually entering into our
Okay,
culture.
Yeah.
sexuality
Yes.
is not a trend, and I don't think we
No,
can
no,
have
no,
this
no.
conversation.
No.
I don't think we are
It's
ready.
like, bro,
why I'm saying
We
it
are
is
not
a trend,
ready.
Yeah.
Why I'm saying it is a trend, it is because it is not something that is, though it has come to stay, it's not something that we can remove from our culture. It is not part of us.
When you say
Most-
culture,
If you say it is not part
it
of
is
us, there
not-
are people that are going to prove you wrong. I have read histories of like different sexuality dating
this is not
back,
something that
back,
is, yes,
back,
but it is not something
back.
that is
Centuries BC.
welcome
Like,
in our own.
I am telling you, in our
community.
own culture, even in the Igbos, like in the Igbo community, there is a history about women marrying women. So do not have this conversation about sexuality. I don't think we're ready.
I was not even I was not
From that
bringing it
perspective.
as a topic.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask a question on how would you react if you tend to meet a guy. Let's say you are ready to get serious with a guy or a lady, and they tell you that I'm bisexual. So how do you approach that issue? And this is somebody that, fine, this person is serious with you. This person wants to be serious with you, but the person just says, I'm bisexual.
Okay.
So what are we going to do about that? Well,
So for me and my values here, this is what I'll do. When it comes to that, no offenses to anyone out there, but based on my own values personally, I would say this: I am not bisexual. So if you want to be with me, you would have to pick between me, for me, and that. If you're picking me, that's fine. If you're picking that, that's a choice also. So you just based on what you can forego and sacrifice to be with me.
okay.
Simple.
I don't want to speak on this.
No, I just want to have your personal opinion on
I don't want to talk about it.
If you would accept that person, or you'd be like, nah, I can't deal with this.
I don't want to speak on it.
Okay.
Can be funny at times, yeah. Like yeah.
For me, I'm a bit skeptical about it.
Okay.
But I've come to think about it a whole lot. Especially, I've come to discover that I did my research. It may not be 100% true, or it might be 100% true.
Okay.
But I've come to just because women are not accepted for it, but I've come to discover that a lot of women are bisexuals. A lot of women are bisexual. Some of them don't even know it, that they are bisexuals, but a lot of women are bisexual.
How would it be something you have no idea you are?
Yeah, you can.
Can you give me an example?
It's very possible. I can't give you an example because I'm not experiencing it.
Okay.
But a lot of people, when women have the tendencies also of being bisexuals. But for me, if I am faced with such a situation, I think I might likely accept it. there's every possibility that I was, well,
I mean,
Explore.
if you are that open-minded, then
I mean,
that's-
everyone
that's
has
really
a choice
I
to
might
make.
just be,
that's
yeah,
really good.
if
you
that's
are
what works
that
for you.
open-minded.
But if tomorrow you now come and say, okay, I can no longer do, I feel the better part of me, okay, maybe I'm more attracted to men than I'm more attracted to women.
That's fine also.
That goes for you. I think that's fine. So what is that last? What is the advice you just give a person when it comes to dating and relationship? What is that advice that you just give someone and say, okay, it might not work for you, it might work for you, but I feel this is my opinion. If somebody should come and meet you and say, okay, I need an advice, what's that one thing?
This is very common here, but if you can't do it, don't start it. Simple and straight for me.
If you can't do what?
If you can't do relationship, if you're not ready for it, don't start.
Okay, my advice would be have fun. To be honest, like especially when you are young, have fun. Enjoy your life. If you must be in a relationship, if you must fornicate,
Let it be worth it.
let it be worth it. Enjoy it. And can you people like dead that narrative of I'm in this relationship to get married, the whole pressure, the whole expectation, it is too much. Don't kill yourself, don't choke yourself. Go out on dates, go to the beach, have fun, go out and eat, do fun stuff, have fun sex, do all the fun things. And yeah, have fun.
Okay.
That's my advice.
Have fun, ladies and gentlemen.
It has been an amazing section. I enjoyed myself. I think I like the whole being open-minded about all our conversations, and it's really interesting. For me, my one advice I always give is do what works for you.
Period.
Because I might be telling you my own. I am
Yeah.
telling you from my own point of view and my own experience. So do whatever works for you. That's my own advice that I'll give to anyone. Well, guys, it has been an amazing section. I really enjoyed myself, and I hope you did. Please don't forget to subscribe,
Very
like,
important.
and share. If you don't share, you will not enter heaven.
Leave your thoughts too on relationship.
Very
Leave
important.
your comments.
Leave your
thoughts.
comments down below, please. We'll be reading. Thank you so much.